All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The moment we have been waiting for. AJ Gonsi and Kyle Holden have the front row. Ray Hillhouse and Zach Henson on the second. Richie Joplin and Jeff Hinkle have the third row. Cody Kennedy and DJ the Iceman Kenner on the fourth row. The Mark Nelson and Edmund Jones round out your top 10. Wild Bill Percy and Scotty Too Hotty Snodgrass 11th and 12th. Kevin Reed starting in 13th, Aaron Mason in 14th, Ty Dolman 15th, Vern Spring in 16th, Richie West in 17th, Troy Downing in 18th, Mike Smith in 19th, and Larry Fairman starts 20th. Edmund Jones starting in 21st, Albie Hewins 22nd, Mark Dantuma in 23rd, Eric Stoy starting in 24th. Gerald Thanos Poole starts in 25th with Brandon Springer in 26th. Dylan Murray starting at 27th, Donald Durant's 28th, and Jacob Springer back in the car tonight, rounding out this 29-car field at Dover. Quick peek at the track temperature. It has come down 1 degree, but that is not going to help very much. We have been assured that the Ford Mustang pace car will not fail like we saw at Martinsville, mainly because they did an LS swap into that Mustang, so it'll be perfectly fine. Looks like a Mustang, but Chevy underneath. All the drivers have rolled off pit road, stacking up on the back straightaway, getting ready for the green flag. Now, Nicole, it's my understanding they have dropped the Ford body onto a Chevy. However, that Ford body could crumble around it, so... Pace car is in. Here we go from Dover out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. And AJ quickly assumes the lead. Ray Hillhouse now battles for second. Cold tires all the way around. We're seeing cars get a little bit slidey. Mark Nelson held on to his. Everybody getting straightened out toward the back of the field and headed the right direction. Caution is out on lap 2. Multiple cars involved. Wild Bill, Richie West, Dylan Murray, and Kevin Reed involved. Oh, Kevin Reed just gets a bump, I believe, from Bill Percy. They are mid-pack. Richie West catches a piece of it. And a whole lot of chaos. Dylan Murray was at the back of the field. As they stacked up, he just had nowhere left to go. AJ Gonsi still has the lead. Ray Hillhouse now to second. Kyle Holden to third. Richie Joplin in fourth. Cody Kennedy in fifth. Biggest mover so far, Mike Smith managed to drive through the chaos, picking up 5 spots, as did Edmund Jones. Eric Stoy picked up 6 spots. Brandon Springer picks up 5 spots. Wild Bill has been to pit road and is back out. Kevin Reed and Dylan both also going to pit road. Jared Heasley not happy that 2 of the cars he has painted already involved in an incident. Lights are out on the pace car. They are stacked back up side by side. Competition caution tonight at lap 40. The drivers can go 60 to 65. Some even say closer to 70 laps on a tank of fuel. Could see a situation where a driver being careful and conservative could go the distance from the competition caution. But the way Dover eats tires, I doubt many of them are going to try it. AJ Gotze choosing to take the outside line on this restart. Pace car is in. AJ leads them out of turn 4. Into the restart zone, they fire. Green flag is in the air. AJ quickly clearing traffic into turn 1. Almost had a 3-wide situation there with Cody Kennedy. Oh, we've got Wild Bill and Edmund Jones involved in an incident, and the caution is back out on lap 5. There's Wild Bill up on the high side. Oh, a car gets turned right in front of him. Looks like Gerald Poole involved in that. Oh, I'm sorry. That is Ed Jones Sr. who gets a tap from the 55, it looked like, and several cars, including Wild Bill, in the wall. Definitely a rough start to the night. Hey, good evening, Barbara Lewis and Jim Johnson. Hope everybody is having a great day. If you guys are watching at home, make sure to drop in the comments, say hello, tell us who you're cheering for. Richie Joplin managing to move up into 3rd. Jeff Hinkle now up to 4th. Kyle Holden back to 5th. Richie West, Gerald Poole, and Albie Hewins all pit road. Thanos on his way out. Albie on his way out. Richie still sitting there. It looks like he may be in trouble. May have already used that fast repair. He might be in trouble here. Hey, good evening to DP Riggins. The drivers definitely have a little bit of heat in the tires now. That should help on the restart. Also of note, Eric Stoy still on the move up to 16th, up 8 spots. Brandon Springer up 7 spots into 19th, and Jacob Springer up 9 spots into 20th. And it looks like Wild Bill is officially out of the race. Heartbreak for Wild Bill. It looked like he had some speed in practice. Just terrible luck again tonight. Mike Smith up 4 spots into 14th. Troy Downing up 4 spots into, Mike in 15th, Troy in 14th. Vern Spring also on the move, up 5 spots into 11th. Aaron Mason also up 4 spots into 10th, and I did hear word Aaron Mason has a human spotter tonight. Could be a little bit of an advantage having that human spotter out there. Time will tell here tonight. Lights go back out on the pace car. It's time to go racing again. Still early in the proceedings here tonight. AJ Gotze once again choosing the outside line for the restart. Russell, I hate not seeing you out here, buddy, but look forward to seeing you back next week. Here we go, out of turn 4, pace car drops in, AJ in control. Into the restart zone, and here they go, green flag back in the air. AJ gets another amazing launch, and Jeff Hinkle is able to take advantage and move to second. A lot of battling back behind. Cody Kennedy coming by Hillhouse on the high side. Kennedy now to third, Hillhouse to fourth under attack from Richie. DJ the Iceman Kenner on his way up, now in 6th. Aaron Mason making some moves up on the high side as well. Aaron now up into 9th. Battling with Edmund Jones, the winner from Daytona. Eric Stoy continues his attack in the 4 car, now up into 13th. Up 11 spots. Richie Joplin just made his way past Hillhouse into 4th and just set the fastest lap we have seen so far tonight. Everybody getting an opportunity now to spread out, get settled in, and get down to business. Scott Snodgrass now battling, trying to get himself into 10th under Aaron Mason. Vern Springa also continues moving his way forward. Vern now up into 12th. Mark Dantuma also starting to make his way forward. Despite being hindered by a Ford, Mark Dantuma up to 16th. Mark Nelson has dropped back quite a bit since the drop of the green flag. Before the first caution, he had picked up several spots. but has now dropped all the way back to 18th. And Ty Dahlman back in 21st just set the fastest lap. We might have a few drivers coming from the back before it's all over. Richie West and Albie Hewins also turning some lightning fast laps. Richie doing so without a front clip. Go Richie. AJ still has the lead. Jeff Hinkle in second. Now Jeff Hinkle, man, in these cars, Jeff is tough to beat on a long run. He definitely knows how to conserve the tires, the car, the fuel, everything, and still be fast. Caution is out, lap 17. Multiple cars involved in this one. And Brandon Springer has towed to pit road. Let's see what happened. Oh, Larry Fairman gets the wall out of turn 4, bounces off. Brandon Springer, Jacob Springer both get caught up in it. Albie Hewins also caught a piece of it. Albie checked up, but just ran out of anywhere to go. He was hard on the brakes. A lot of drivers talking about that turn 4 exit. What does have a tendency to bite here. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. Jones BS Racing is back. Also tomorrow morning, Angie will be trucking, and obviously tomorrow afternoon, the MS fundraiser. You guys get to laugh at me learning to drive only with my hands with the new wheel. That'll be interesting. I'm sure we'll get quite a few chuckles out of that one. AJ Godsey, Jeff Hinkle, Cody Kennedy, Richie Joplin, and DJ the Iceman Kenner round out your top 5. Ray Hillhouse, Kyle Holden, Edmund Jones, Zach Henson, and Scotty Too Hottie round out your top 10. Eric Stoy up 11 spots into 13th. Mark Dantuma up 9 spots into 14th. Donald Durant up 10 spots into 18th. Mark Nelson, meanwhile, surprisingly has drifted all the way back. He is in 23rd place right now. Now don't forget, we will have a competition caution at lap 40. That is why we're not seeing any drivers in. The drivers only had 4 sets of tires for tonight. Averaging it out, you got to go at least 30 laps on a set. But these caution laps, they are able to conserve the tires just a little bit. They're also able to conserve some fuel here. Good evening to Brian Oshinska, who should be in a car tonight. Also of note, we mentioned Angie was not in the trucks last night, not in the Cup last night either. Next week, she will be back in the trucks for certain, as as will a 16-year-old young lady that has won in iRacing before. My youngest daughter, Hayden DeSquish Burns, will be making her BRR debut. She'll be a part-time Truck Series driver this season. My girlfriend and my kid versus the rest of the league. I have the utmost faith. All right, lights are out there. Stack back up. This time, AJ choosing to restart on the bottom. A bit of a surprise there. He's restarted on the high side all night long. Shame on you, Brian. Pace car is in. Here they come out of turn 4. AJ fires. They are away. Green flag is in the air. All right, Brian, since you're playing hooky tonight, let's hear your prediction. Oh, caution immediately back out. Lap 22. Old tires seem to, or hot tires, hot track, likely the cause of this one on the restart. And a lot of cars involved with this one. Vern Spring on the high side in the Mach 1. There was a car blinking back behind. It looks like both lines checked up a little bit. Left Vern and everybody else nowhere to go. Wow, what a stack up. Let's see if we can take a look. Take a different angle at this. Looking at Scott Snodgrass, who managed to avoid it. I don't know what the heck just happened there. There was a big checkup and chaos erupted. Involved in that, Vern Spring, Donald Durant, Larry Fairman, Albie Hewins gets caught again, Ed Sr., Ty Dolman, Mark Nelson, Gerald Thanos Poole, Jacob Springer caught again, Richie West caught again, Dylan Murray caught again, Brandon Springer caught again, and several other drivers get a little bit of damage here and there. All right, Brian, before all that chaos broke out, I was asking, who do you predict will win here tonight at Dover? Taking a look back, Eric Stoy appears to have made it through clean. Let's see if we can get a word. Hey, Eric, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I'm here, Doug.
Looked like you actually managed to survive that.
Yeah, kind of. I got some right front damage, but yeah, when they all checked up, I wasn't going to stop, so I just went right through it.
Well, it doesn't look like much damage, and buddy, it seems to have paid off quite a bit. You were already on the march. I mean, you're now up 12 spots, but you were up 10, 11 spots before that chaos broke out. You have had a great run so far.
Yeah, I know. Just bring on the cautions, and I'll just slowly bite my way up front.
Well, if you make your way to the front and it comes down to you and AJ on that last lap, do you do it?
Well, let's just say what Sheldon Creed did to Austin Hill in Xfinity. I'm going for it.
Well, man, good luck. A great run so far, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
Eric Stoy totally going to move him if he needs to. And it looks like Brian Oshinska cheering Jeff Hinkle. A wise bet at a track like this where tire wear is just going to tear these cars up so much. Once we get the competition caution out and these guys get out here on a long run, the tire wear is going to be dramatic. I heard some drivers talking about 8 to 10 laps, they start seeing the fall off, and it's a dramatic amount of fall off. Cody Kennedy now up into second. Jeff Hinkle in third. DJ Kenner in fourth. Richie Joplin in fifth. But so far, AJ Gonzi has led every lap. The defending champ, the winningest driver in BRR history. As of October 21st, AJ Gonzi has 39 wins in BRR competition. The second driver is Kyle Holden with 24. AJ is just a dominant force to be reckoned with. Brian also cheering on his fellow Anywhere But Pocono driver, Mark Nelson, as the green flag drops again. AJ gets clear, but man, a lot of drivers slipping on the old tires. They have run a lot of laps under caution. Kevin Reed is also missing his front clip. Holy cow. Several drivers, it appears, in the field do not have front clips. The Iceman cometh. DJ now up to fourth. But he's got his hands full. Here comes Richie Joplin. And it looked like the Edmund Jones got very, very close to the wall. Edmund's in the wall. Scott is in the wall. Several cars around lap 30. Oh, we've got Scott upside down and caution is back out. Multiple cars involved. What a stack up back behind. Some of the drivers that have been struggling here might actually have an opportunity with the chaos. All right, let's take a look and see how this played out. Edmund Jones got a little push out of turn 4. Hits the wall, comes down. Scott has to check up. He gets the wall. Mark Dantuma sneaks through there. Ty Dolman also getting caught up in this. Looks like Richie West may have gotten a piece of it. Ty Dolman just locks it up and slides it. Troy Downing caught a piece of this one as well. Debris everywhere. Troy gets into Kevin Reed. Mark Nelson has managed to get back up into the top 10. He does have some front end damage. Mark Dantuma just skated through that. Hey, Mark, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Chief. What's up?
I have to ask the obvious question. Were your eyes closed?
Yes, and I was screaming the entire time.
I would not blame you on that, man. You've been progressively making your way forward tonight, but that moment right there just seems to have kicked off a great run here.
Yeah, the problem is I've got to change my underwear now, and I can't do that while I'm racing.
I hate it when that happens. That's why you wear the brown pants, Mark. Man, it was an awesome move. You just you need to go back and watch the replay of how closely you skated past that, but a great job, and surprisingly, the Ford's still intact.
Yeah, it's got to be the Michigan colors because it should be destroyed right now.
Well, great job and great run so far, buddy. A little bit of damage to the left front, but I think you're okay.
All right, thank you, Doug.
Mark D'Antuma is having a little bit of fun tonight, obviously so. Man, that got wild for sure. A lot of drivers have been in and out of pit road, a lot still on pit road. Ty Dahlman, Jacob Springer, Kevin Reed, Troy Downing, and Brandon Springer all still on pit road. It appears Dylan Murray may be out of the race, double checking. Now, as we mentioned earlier on, this second race of the season tonight, obviously last week at Daytona, a lot of drivers getting used to each other, but you've got about 17, 18 of the original guys out here that have been together for a while, but you've got over 10 new drivers in the field, everybody learning to drive around each other, and the beginning of seasons have a tendency to get a little bit rough, especially here at a place like Dover, where conserving the car, conserving the tires, trying to hold on to it for dear life, man, that's a rough night. Scott Snodgrass has recovered, but now back in 23rd and not on the lead lap. However, don't give up on Scott just yet. Him and Jacob Springer both sitting right there, one lap down. I imagine one or both of them will get a lap back at this competition caution, which we're only about, we'll be about 6 laps from when the green flag drops. And I must say a happy birthday to one of the drivers who's not here, and his birthday was actually Friday, William Mann Jr. Happy birthday, buddy. Pace car is in. AJ choosing the inside line this time. Cody Kennedy up top. AJ fires there away. Green flag back in the air. No problems on the restart this time. AJ quickly clears traffic. Cody in second. Hinkle holds on in third. Kyle Holden back into fourth, and the Iceman in fifth. Still 21 of the 29 drivers are on the lead lap. Only 2 drivers officially out. 2 drivers still sitting on pit road. Kevin Reed, Troy Downing. Cody Kennedy staying right in AJ's tailpipe here. Ray Hillhouse now in 5th, DJ in 6th, Richie in 7th, Mark D'Antuma holds 8th, Donald Durant's in 9th, Eric Stoy is 10th. Ed Sr. is up to 11th. Get it, buddy. Vern Spring in 12th, Albie Hewins. Man, Albie's on a tear tonight. In 13th, Mark Nelson having some problems here. Nelson has drifted back into 14th. He is missing the rear bumper of that car. Ty Dahlman currently runs in 15th. Jeff Hinkle, Kyle Holden, and Ray Hillhouse nose to tail. Holden looks to the bottom, off into 1. DJ Kenner not far behind. Holden and Hinkle still battling it out. Hillhouse just waiting for an opening here, and we should see the competition caution any moment. There it is. Comp caution is out, lap 40. All the drivers will be in 4 tires, fuel. A bunch of them are going to be looking for repairs. And Mark D'Antimo will be looking to change his shorts as well. Eric Stoy has now made his way into the top 10 after starting in 24th. But would you look at this? Donald Durant's up 19 spots into 9th. Durant is on the move. Here they come. All the drivers headed into pit road. We'll see who comes out where as AJ Godsey leads them down. And it looks like Scotty Tuhani is going back to the lead lap as Zach Henson comes off pit road with the lead. And what the crap, Gerald Poole is in second. Now these 3 drivers up front last pitted lap 31. So they did not come in under the caution. Donald Durant appears to have gotten a penalty on pit road. He is still in his pit box. Gonna see if we can dial up my buddy Richie West. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Hey, a rough start to this one, but a little strategy has you up here in the front. How is the car handling without a front clip?
It's all right. We got, I won't curse for you. We got effed, 7 ways from Sunday. So it's all right. I'm going to come get the fast repair on, we're going to have to make another set of stops anyway. So I'm hoping it can just stay out front here, and if they want to keep wrecking now, I'm okay with that. Keep the track position.
It'll at least keep you in front of it for once tonight, because you haven't been able to avoid Jack.
Nope, that is for sure. Everything seems to be right around me.
Well, man, you've managed to survive this long. Hopefully you can keep it up, get that fast repair, and who knows, this strategy may play out in your favor the way tonight's going.
10-4, thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. I hope it does.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Richie West has been caught up in every incident thus far, I believe. Good evening, Becky. How the heck are you? And Becky, when do we see you in BRR competition? Scott did get the lucky dog. He is back on the lead lap. Looks like the car is repaired. He is in 20th after that, let's say, wild ride that he went on. Lights are out on the pace car. They are stacked up side by side, ready to go. 20 drivers still on the lead lap. Currently only 2 drivers officially out of the race. Kevin Reed appears to be back out on track. Kevin Reed likely thinking of the long game here. He is always in points contention, so strategy here early in the season can pay off in the long run. Here we go through 3 and 4. Zach Henson and Richie West up front. AJ Godsey right behind him. Pace car is in. Zach in control. Henson fires, they are away, and green flag back in the air. Also, Ed Sr. is rolling off pit road at the moment. Could the leaders meet him on the back straightaway? This could get a little dicey. Looks like Senior yeeted it around the track because we don't have anybody in the mix here. Ooh, DJ. Oh, DJ's in trouble and a couple others involved. Caution is out, lap 45. Richie Joplin, Eric Stoy, Donald Durant, all involved. Let's see what happened. DJ coming out of turn 4, slips up the track right in front of Eric Stoy and collects Richie. Richie gets caught up in this, and man, a stack up. Wow, Richie took a hard hit. Eric Stoy involved, Durant's involved. Scott just sneaks through it. Let's take a ride in, let's see if we can dial up Scott's in-car camera for this one. See if he avoided this one completely clean. There's the 24, a little bit of a blink. There, Scott sees chaos ahead. The track is full. Great save by Scott Snodgrass. What a drive through the front stretch. And let's see if we can get a word with the lucky 22 here. Scott, it's Doug. You got me?
Oh, what's up there, Mr. Dougie?
Hey, did you wear the brown pants today, buddy?
The what pants?
The brown pants.
Oh yes, most definitely. That was definitely that was a brown pant moment. Yep.
We watched the in-car camera of that. How you managed to avoid literally everything and not get touched with cars bouncing all around you. Impressive, but even more impressive, not that long ago, you were a lap down and heavily damaged. Now the car's in good shape and you're up to 12th.
Fast repairs and making it somehow brown pants through the wreck in the front stretch.
Well, man, it seems to be working. You're on your way back to the front. Good luck tonight, buddy. A great run so far.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, that was definitely an eye-opener.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Scott Snodgrass, close call there, but now has gone from a lap down in a heavily damaged car to being back on the lead lap. Currently scored in 13th and fighting his way forward. Hey, thank you, Spurs, for the follow. Should be getting 1 to green this time by. Richie West holds on to 5th place at the moment. Remember, he did not pit under the comp caution to get some track position. Zach Henson also did not pit and still managing to hold on to the lead for the moment. Zach and Richie pitted lap 31. Oh, hey, Dylan. A rough night. Donald Durant is now in 20th, is being scored a lap down. We saw his epic survival and picking his way forward despite being caught up in multiple early incidents. We'll see how it goes from here. Hopefully he'll be able to get back to the lead lap. Pace car is in. Yes, you definitely got caught in everything. Green flag back in the air. Zach Henson, just 10 lap older tires, might be able to hold on for a bit here. But AJ looking up on the high side. AJ led every single lap until the comp caution. And now AJ shoots to the bottom through 3 and 4. He is going for it. Cody Kennedy lurking not far behind. Ray Hillhouse starting to make his way back toward the front, coming past Richie West. Richie just trying to hold on to it until his final stop. Most of these drivers can actually go the distance in about 3 to 4 laps. They will be within the fuel window, but they are going to want the freshest tires at the end of this as Scott's starting to make some moves. Scott now under Richie, following Mark Dantuma through. Edmund Jones also trying to fight his way through as well. Richie trying to stop the bleeding here. Albie Hewins now on the move. Wow, close off turn 4. Looks like we've got a few modifieds out here now. A couple of cars keep trying to get 3 or 4 wide. Mike, oh, we've got some contact. Everybody survives there, though. Looked like Mike Smith got it, banging doors with someone. DJ Kenner has slipped back into 16th. Will he be able to march his way forward? AJ now in the lead with Zach in second, Cody Kennedy in third, Jeff Hinkle lurking in fourth. Keep an eye on that 23 car. At a track like this, in this car, he is going to be really tough to beat. Vern Spring is on the move. Vern had a lot of trouble last week at Daytona. Had some issues that got caught up in some of the early incidents, but has now got himself up to the top 10. However, Mark Dantuma looking underneath, along with Edmund Jones and Scott Snodgrass. Richie Joplin involved in that last incident, now back up into 12th as he moves forward. Mike Smith is up 5 spots as he starts looking under Albie Hewins. DJ on the high side, Aaron Mason lurking back there, Gerald Poole. From about 11th place, Richie Joplin on back to Gerald Thanos Poole. They are just nose to tail, side by side in position, swapping every turn. Got to give it to Richie West. He is still holding on to 12th despite no front clip. We've got a car slow on the bottom. That is Kevin Reed down on the bottom. Slow, just trying to turn laps and collect some points here tonight. Top 5 have a bit of a breakaway now. 6th place Ray Hillhouse, 2.4 seconds back. But Hillhouse, Dan Tuma, and Jones on the march. Vern Spring and Scott Snodgrass ran out your top 10. Richie Joplin reeling them in. And now is when things will start to get interesting as this long green flag run continues. AJ Gotze will start running into lap traffic before long. Let's see if he's seeing any. You hear him back on the throttle as he comes through 3 and 4. The straightaway is clear for the moment. Full send down into turn 1. Feathers the throttle down on the bottom. Back on full throttle mid-turn down the back straightaway. Back down into turn 3 and not seeing. We saw a very peculiar line out of AJ through 3 and 4 during practice. Not seeing it in use at the moment. Cody Kennedy, Jeff Hinkle, Zach Henson, and Kyle Holden starting to battle as Cody now goes past Zach into second. Dylan, based on what you saw out on track, do you have any predictions on your end for who's going to win tonight? Jacob Springer currently running in 20th place. Donald Durant's 21st. Ed Sr. in 22nd. Jacob currently the driver in the lucky dog position. Just past the halfway point, and we have not spoke to the First Lady of BRR yet tonight. I think it's about time to talk to Nicole. That's what she said. Creasel in race control. Hey, Nicole, it's Doug. You got me?
Yep, gotcha, Doug.
A rough start to this one for sure, but seems to have mellowed out for the moment.
Yes, it has. That's a good thing. Get a few good green laps in here.
I imagine you had your hands full throughout that first half of the race, but were the drivers talking about the track being slick or hot, or what was the biggest issue out there?
Well, I don't really hear a lot from anybody saying anything about the track. I just think it's a little bit slick, and on new tires or cold tires, you're going to be back and forth with them.
It has definitely been an interesting one for sure. Any predictions? Obviously, Jeff Hinkle, we know in these Gen 6 cars, it's tough to be on a track like this where tire wear is a huge issue. Can Hinkle get up there, or do you think AJ is going to run away with this?
I don't know. I think Jeff might have a chance, but I think AJ's going to take it.
Well, time will tell. It has definitely been a wild one as we get to 50 to go. Good luck. I imagine you're going to have some reviewing to do tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Well, great job so far, and I hope it goes smooth for you the rest of the night.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Nicole, that's what she said. Creasel sitting in race control. You're not very far off there. AJ is the winningest driver in BRR history by quite a bit. Cody Kennedy sits in second, about 9/10 of a second behind the leader, with Holden right on the bumper. And we've got Larry Fairman and Kevin Reed both on pit road again. Both drivers heavily damaged. Fairman is in, Kevin Reed is in. This is likely. Oh, Kevin is crab walking. Do believe he has already used that fast repair. AJ starting to see some lap traffic ahead. That is Donald Durant's, the next car he will catch. Owens has made his way forward up to 11th as he sets his sights on DJ Kenner just ahead in 10th. Richie West, despite the heavily damaged car, still holds on to 14th and has not used his fast repair yet. We'll see him get repaired on his final stop, which it looks like we are starting to see as Fairman and Kevin Reed, or at least Fairman, is on his way out of pit road. Everybody within the window for fuel. I'm expecting most of the drivers to... Oh! Donald Durant gets into the wall right in front of second place Kyle Holden. That was a little bit close for Kyle, I'm sure. Cody Kennedy has his hands full. Coming through some of this traffic, was almost 3 wide. It is getting a bit sketchy as they come through the traffic. You are definitely correct, Jared. Miles the Monster will eat you alive given the opportunity. Caution is out. Aaron Mason involved. Lap 77. Let's see what happened. Oh, Aaron comes out of turn 4. Oh, just comes across the nose of Richie West. Thought he was clear. A hard hit for Aaron. Everybody is headed to pit road. This will likely be the final stop. I say everybody. Gerald Poole is staying out. And Jacob Springer is the lucky dog this time. Also, Jacob has switched from his peanut butter deployment system to allow him more grip to a jelly deployment system so that he can drop jelly behind him and cause the other drivers to slide around. We'll keep an eye on that. Gerald Poole now scored as the leader but has not been to pit road since lap 47. I would be surprised if he stays out here, but he is. Interesting strategy here. Looks like he may be trying to get waved around the pace car. Well, no, he is not. He is on the lead lap. Donald Durant's just ahead, will be waved around the pace car, as will Larry Fairman. Gerald Poole on old tires, last pit stop, lap 47. Heavily damaged car there, but does not go to pit road. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Aaron Mason still on pit road. Brandon Springer, Troy Downing on pit road. Kevin Reed also still on pit road. The big concern now, if Gerald does not come to pit road, is going to be those 30-lap old tires he's on. causing him to spin him on the restart, which could cause problems for the entire pack back behind. This is definitely going to be one of the most exciting restarts of the night, and that's saying something. They begin to stack back up side by side, 1 to green. Donald Durant's did get waved around. Aaron Mason is back out on track. They stack back up side by side. Good evening, Chris Johnson. Here we go through 3 and 4. That inside line could have problems here. Hold your breath, folks. I know I am. This is going to be interesting. Gerald in control. The restart hits the zone. Green flag is back in the air. Thanos is away. But he is not coming up to speed. That inside line having to check up. AJ quickly takes the lead. Gerald does not appear to be at full power. He tries to move to the bottom. Gets a bump from Holden. AJ now has the lead with Cody Kennedy in second. Jeff Hinkle in third. Ray Hillhouse fourth. Zach Henson in fifth. Mark Dantuma now to sixth. Kyle Holden in seventh. Kyle Holden got held up on that bottom line, has dropped all the way back to seventh now. Ty Dolman has fought his way forward into eighth. Richie Joplin, or into ninth. Richie Joplin back up into 10th. And Richie West in 11th. The car is repaired. His strategy so far is going in his favor. Scott Snodgrass, though, was looking underneath. Vern Spring not far behind. Mike Smith now up into 14th. Albie Hewins in 15th. Mark Nelson is back on the lead lap in 16th place, trying to fight his way forward again. Everybody gets a little bit spread out. Gerald Poole did go to pit road. Donald Durant has had a problem back behind. No caution as yet. Oh, Durant was stopped on the front stretch. Holy crap. Caution is now out. Lap number 86. Let's take a look at what happened to Durant here. Coming out of turn 4, hits that inside wall. Bounces off the outside wall, hits the inside wall, gets the car moving. But here comes the field. That was close. Great driving by everybody around him. Okay, Gerald Poole, he knew the engine was about to blow, so he took the bonus points for leading a couple laps there. Helps him in the long run. We've seen quite a few drivers, even though it's only the second race of the season, we have seen quite a few drivers already tonight making decisions based on the championship. Kevin Reed is still on pit road. Another one. Eric Stoy appears to now be out of the race after that last incident he was caught in. Looking through the field, the biggest mover of the night so far, Mark Dantuma, up 16 spots into 7th. Next biggest would be Jacob Springer, who has gone from last place starting in 29th. He is currently up 11 spots into 18th. And he has put himself back on the lead lap. And the car is fully repaired and ready to go. There are several cars ahead of him with damage to one degree or another, like Mark Nelson and Albie Hewins. Could see Jacob make a charge here in a minute. Mike Smith also has some damage on his car. Most of the rest of the field looks like they are okay. Aaron Mason has gone to pit road. Donald Durant's also back off pit road. Durant's car fully repaired and ready to go. As always, Katie Smith, good evening, cheering on Ray Hillhouse. Ray holds 4th place right now. Lights are out on the pace car. They begin to stack back up and get ready for the restart. AJ Gonsey, Cody Kennedy, Jeff Hinkle, Ray Hillhouse, Zach Henson, your top 5. Edmund Jones, Kyle Holden, Mark Dantuma, Richie Joplin, and Ty Dahlman round out your top 10. Richie West still lurking back there, 11th, with Scott Snodgrass in 12th. Pace car is in. AJ Gonsey in control. Here he goes into the zone. Fires. Green flag back in the air. Cody Kennedy has a hard time getting going. Ray Hillhouse has to check up. They are 3 wide into turn 1. Everybody makes it successfully around, but that outside line just couldn't get going. Huge help to AJ Gonsey and Jeff Hinkle, cleared quickly. Zach Henson now to 3rd, Cody Kennedy back to 4th, and Mark Dantuma now in 5th. Hillhouse and Dolman now battling for 6th. Dolman clears. Mark Nelson still has some damage and is struggling here tonight. Big surprise to see Mark struggling at all. Mark was a championship contender last season down to the last race. Ty Dolman and Mark Dantuma now battling for 5th. Ty pulls ahead. Mark stuck on the high line. Ooh, Mark a little loose, but carries the momentum. Laps to go here at Dover. Ty Dolman at the front, in the middle of the pack, is starting to blink. AJ, Jeff Hinkle, Zach Henson, and Cody Kennedy nose to tail. Mark Dantuma slides back down into 6th place. Ty Dolman now in 5th. Ray Hillhouse back in 7th, Edmund Jones in 8th, Kyle Holden in 9th, and now Scott Snodgrass in 10th. A lot of close calls with the wall out of turn 4 here. Dolman now looking underneath Cody Kennedy for 4th. Ooh, Cody's loose. He saves it. Wow, what a close call. The top 10 have a bit of a breakaway. Richie West in 11th, about 1.3 seconds back. Richie Joplin in 12th. Levi Brown cheering on Kyle here tonight. Kyle currently running in 9th. "29 cars started the race, still 18 cars on the lead lap. Gerald Poole is back out on track in 23rd, Larry Fairman in 24th, Troy Downing in 25th. So 25 cars still running. Oh! Cody Kennedy has a problem on 4. Everybody saves it, but oh, this is getting a little bit rough. Looked like Cody just got massively loose. Let's take a look at this as Dolman blinking back behind. Cody just catches a little bit of the apron. Gets together with Dolman. Everybody managing to avoid him. Hillhouse almost gets the bumper, moves up and avoids it. Close call. AJ Gotzi has dominated all night, has led the majority of the laps here tonight. Unable to pull away from Jeff Hinkle here. Zach Henson sits in 3rd, Dolman in 4th, Hillhouse in 5th. Mark Dantuma in 6th. We've got Edmund Jones appears to have had a problem. Caution is out. 16 laps to go. Oh, looks like Edmund may have gotten a little help. Let's take a look from the blimp as they come out of 3 and 4. Now, Edmund was loose. Kyle Holden just ran out of track to avoid him. Just a love tap sends him around. And it looks like several lead lap cars, actually a large number, have come in. Only 4 cars staying out. Ty Dolman, the first one in. Ray Hillhouse, Mark Dantuma, Cody Kennedy, Richie Joplin, Richie West. And pretty much the rest of the lead lap cars are on pit road. AJ Godsey, Jeff Hinkle, Zach Henson, and Kyle Holden stay out for track position. But those four drivers last pitted on lap 78. So they will have been out there about 30 laps on those tires versus a whole lot of cars back behind with fresh tires. And it looks like one driver, Richie West, took right sides only to gain some track position. Everybody else, it appears, took 4 tires and fuel. Edmund Jones still sitting on pit road, not sure if he had used his fast repair. Apparently he did. He is rolling back out, will maintain the lead lap. That is a really good description of your night, Kevin. Couldn't have said it better myself. Aaron Mason back on pit road now as well. Now you have 4 cars with 30 lap old tires up front. Kevin, do you think these 4 drivers up front can hold off all the fresh tires behind them? Yeah, you did a little bit of that, buddy. But at least you did not try and jump off of anybody's nose. AJ Godsey, Jeff Hinkle, Zach Henson, Kyle Holden, Richie West, your top 5. Ty Dolman, Ray Hillhouse, Mark Dantuma, Cody Kennedy, and Richie Joplin, your top 10. Mark Nelson has made his way back up to 14th now. And Kevin Reed saying these top 4 will not be able to hold off the fresh tires behind them. This is definitely going to be the most exciting restart of the night. That could very well create a lot of mayhem up front. And if any one of these 4 drivers out front has any problems getting off the line, spinning the tires, or anything along those lines, we could see chaos. And Kevin definitely expecting another caution before this one is over. Pace car is in. AJ Godsey controls the restart. Watch these front 4 when they hit the gas. Into the restart zone, they fire. Green flag in the air. Looked like Hinkle had a bobble. Richie West to the bottom, shoots to second. Caution is out behind. We saw Hinkle, a little bit of a bobble. You called it, Kevin. Mayhem and chaos. All right, let's take a look. Richie Joplin, Ty Dolman, Vern Spring, and more involved. Oh, Ty Dolman gets turned around here. Let's back up just a hair. Here they come out of... Oh! Kyle Holden spun the tires, gets into the wall, bounces down. Richie Joplin gets collected. Vern Spring is involved. Ed Sr. is involved. Brandon Springer, Aaron Mason, all involved in that. Well, Kyle Holden was on old tires there, Kevin, but yeah, things got a little dicey there. Now Richie West, sitting in second, took right sides only, had the best launch of anybody, managed to avoid the chaos and moved up from 5th to 2nd place before they got to turn 1 and the caution came out. Could we see a situation where the right side tires, the right side only tire change pays off? Oh! I believe that was Gerald Poole getting waved around. Yeah, that was Gerald Poole getting waved around, trying to avoid other cars, smacks the wall on a pace lap. Get him, Thanos. He was tired of the wall being there. I don't really blame him. The walls here at Dover are very inconvenient. If you guys at home haven't already, make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe. Most importantly, that share button. Invite your friends and family. Tomorrow morning, we will have Angie back trucking and American Truck Sim. Tomorrow afternoon, we will be streaming some iRacing, doing a MS Society fundraiser. You guys definitely want to check that out as I learned to drive with my hands, doing the throttle and brake on the wheel. That'll be entertaining. Tomorrow night, Jones BS Racing is back. 8:30 Eastern. A lot of names you see out here tonight will be in the car there. Jacob Springer, who was a lap down earlier, heavily damaged, again fought his way back to the lead lap and is now back up into 13th. Albie Hewins up 10 spots into 12th. Mark Dantuma up 16 spots into 7th rather, and Richie West with some great strategy and an awesome restart currently sits in 2nd place. Does he have anything for AJ Godsey, who has dominated the night here at Dover? And it looks like it'll be about 6 to go at the green. Now the question is, do we see green to the finish, or do we get a green-white checkered finish tonight? Lights are out on the pace car as AJ Godsey choosing the high line for the restart. This is about to get exciting. Out of turn 4, AJ fires green, back in the air, 6 to go at the line. And Jeff Hinkle yeets it off the line into 2nd place. Richie still holds on to 3rd. Meanwhile, Hillhouse flies by several cars through 1 and 2. Ray Hillhouse down to 4th. Cody Kennedy also on the attack. Here comes Dan Tuma. Scott Snodgrass cutting through the field as well. Ray Hillhouse has gotten by Richie. He is taking third, setting his sights on Hinkle. He's on Hinkle's bumper. 5 to go. Caution is out. We will see a green-white checker. Looks like Edmund Jones and Aaron Mason involved. Brandon Springer, DJ Kenner catching a piece of it. Oh! DJ went flying. Looks like Edmund gets loose out of 2, gets into Albie Hewins, then collects DJ. Jacob Springer, I think, actually drove underneath. No, I'm sorry, I think it was Brandon Springer drove underneath. Albie Hewins and Aaron Mason both on pit road. Brandon Springer back in 22nd. It was Jacob that drove underneath. AJ Gotze still has the lead. Jeff Hinkle in second. Ray Hillhouse in third. Has the freshest tires in the top 5. Correction, Cody Kennedy also has 4 fresh tires in 5th. Richie West has right sides only. AJ Gotze leads them out of turn 4. This should be the final restart. They will have 2 to go when the green drops. AJ Gotze has dominated the night, but with 2 laps to go, the advantage has to go to Ray Hillhouse in third and Cody Kennedy in 5th. Both drivers with 4 fresh Goodyears on the car. Mark Dantuma in 7th and Scott Snodgrass in 8th, also on 4 fresh tires. And Ty Dahlman, the only other car in the top 10 on fresh tires. However, Ty is driving a modified. Lights are out on the pace car. They stack up for the final restart here at Dover. They are stacked up and ready to go. Ray Hillhouse, the inside of the second row, has the freshest tires. Right behind him, so does Cody Kennedy. Can AJ Gotze and Jeff Hinkle hold them off for a couple of laps here? Pace car is in. AJ in control of the restart. They come out of 4. Green flag is back in the air. AJ sends it. So does Hillhouse. Hillhouse on the bottom going for second into 1 and 2. AJ is checked out. Cody Kennedy is on a run. AJ off into 3 and 4, has a half a second on Hinkle. It's getting a little rough. White flag is in the air. Hillhouse back underneath. Hillhouse to second. Kennedy sends it through. Now Kennedy's battling for second. AJ needs these two to battle. And through 3 and 4, out of turn 4, AJ Gotze will win. Ray Hillhouse holds on for second, and Cody Kennedy comes home third. And what a valiant effort that last 2 laps by both Hillhouse and Kennedy. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Cody Kennedy. Cody, that was one heck of a valiant effort that last 2 laps, buddy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that's going to turn out, man. I'm actually scared now.
You were definitely sending it at one point, coming out of turn 2 on the second to last lap, man. You had a huge run, but nowhere to go with it.
Yeah, there are second and third. They were battling pretty good. And I was going to think about taking a 3 wide, but with how these cars have been running and being on the high side, there's like really no grip, and I just don't want to put myself in a position where it finished pretty bad than I was going to.
Well, man, you still came home with an awesome finish tonight. It was a wild, wild race, but a great comeback. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Cody Kennedy comes home in third. Ray Hillhouse coming home in second. Ray, how many more laps did you need there at the end?
Oh, probably 2. I don't know. I mean, AJ was definitely the better driver and car today, so he deserves the win, but I think I had a good shot right there if things would have stacked up my way a little bit. And but you know, unfortunately, I was facing a great driver like Jeff to make it difficult but clean.
I have to say that move off the restart, you shot to the bottom but held the car back just a hair until you hit the start-finish line. Then it was just a dogfight the rest of the race.
Yeah, I was looking out the window to try to time it perfectly and send it in there the best I could. It's the only shot I had is to get through Jeff real quick.
Well, man, that was an awesome restart, a great finish. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Ray Hillhouse comes home in second. AJ Gotze pulls off the win yet again. AJ, how worried were you those last couple laps knowing that the fresh tires were charging on you? AJ, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, how worried were you on that last couple laps with those guys charging with 4 fresh tires?
Oh, I wasn't worried at all. No, I'd be kidding if I said that. I was nervous as crap. But I knew on that last caution, or when everybody came in, if being the lead car, you're kind of sit and duck. If I come in, they were going to stay out, and if I stayed out, there's a good chance they were going to come in. And I just knew with 10 laps left, I was hoping for at least one more caution and clean air, and luckily it panned out there.
You got to be happy that Hinkle was right behind you. Him saving tires was able to hold those guys off for a little bit on that restart to give you some breathing room coming to the white flag and down to the finish.
Right, yeah, that was another thing. I knew I had Hinkle, who stayed out, Kyle, Zach, those guys are all pretty fast, so I knew they weren't going to get to me too fast with a few cars to buffer, so yeah, it's still nerve-wracking though.
Oh man, it was an awesome night. You dominated pretty much all night long, man. A great run and another great win. I believe that puts you up to 40 on the all-time win list tonight.
Yep. Definitely glad to be back in this car, Doug. Hopefully we can add some more to that this season.
Well, I'm sure you will, man. Congratulations, AJ. Great run.
Yep. Thanks for all you do, Doug. You're awesome.
My pleasure, buddy. AJ Godsey gets his 40th career BRR win. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow morning, see Angie trucking, and tomorrow afternoon, see me learning how to drive using just my hands. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. Have a great night, everybody.